In this video, we're going to explore a nomadic lifestyle, which is increasingly popular, and I will only imagine it will eventually play a part in more people's lives, and that is living abroad nomadically. Now, maybe you've seen YouTube videos, or maybe you've read articles about different people traveling abroad, and or people having these records of seeing a bunch of countries in one year. And living abroad nomadically definitely has many benefits in regards to you can learn a new language. You can have the opportunity to try new foods there. You can also make friends there. Use the opportunity to expand your network. You can also study abroad. Perhaps maybe you want to get a degree over there because maybe it may be cheaper there rather than in your home country. There are so many benefits that you can obtain by living abroad nomadically. You can definitely have a higher quality of life when you consider that, especially if you're kind of having your currency from a developed nation, and you're, let's say, using it in, let's say, maybe a Eastern European country, or maybe a Southeast Asian country, or maybe a Latin American country. Your currency can go a whole lot farther. I've definitely experienced that in Mexico and Ecuador, and it depends on how you want to live. You can from what you used to make in your home country. If you want to take that same monthly budget and take it abroad, maybe let's say to a Southeast Asian country or a Latin American country, you'll be able to afford a maid, a cook, or you may serve as a cook. Those are the type of things that can be made available to you once you go beyond your borders. It definitely is also an investment in your personal development. One thing I've learned in at least Latin American countries is life there goes at a much slower pace. And if you're from New York, or if you're from any type of hustle and bustle city, which is typically most places, and whether it's the U.S. or Canada, there's a very kind of streamlined system. And in Mexico, or any Latin American country for that matter, everything pretty much goes on mañana time, which is basically mañana means tomorrow, but essentially it's kind of a metaphor. It means it'll get done whenever it gets done, which can be, who knows, mañana. Tomorrow can be, when they say tomorrow, it can mean tomorrow, or it can mean 3 days from now. It can mean next week. But one takeaway that I got from that was to increase my reservoir of patience. And it definitely, living in those two Latin American countries, definitely has made me a more patient person. And while for some people they may get annoyed about it, I was initially annoyed, but I recognized this as a good opportunity to develop myself personally, to evolve, to become a better person. You can also take the opportunity to living abroad. You can set up flags. It's just, you might have heard of the term flag theory, and where you may have your, maybe you want to have an offshore company, or maybe you want to have a bank account, maybe you want to have a residency. That's something that could be talked about in another video, But, like, for example, I have a Mexican bank account. So if I want to send money from my U.S. bank account to a Mexico bank account, I can do so. And it gives you some leverage in Mexico to be able to, make some investments, or do some things there. The fact that I have a tie in the form of a bank account in Mexico. Living nomadically, people may, say, oh, I may I may spend a month in a new country. Some people may say I want to do every 2 months. I may do every 3 months. Some people may say I want to focus on one country for the whole year, and every 2 or 3 months I'm going to go to a new city within that country. Living abroad nomadically can be very pleasurable, and I highly recommend that people try it at least once in their life. At least if you did it for a year or two, and then you never did it again, those experiences of living abroad will change you. It will have a positive effect on your life going forward. I mean, obviously, you make the most of those experiences while you're there, but if you set the attention and you keep an open mind, you will have a fulfilling time there, and it can open up doors for you in the future. I enjoyed the lifestyle so much that it's something that I'm going to return to living abroad, seeing more countries. I have a passport that allows me to go to 171 countries. So I am going to take that opportunity to see more of the world. It doesn't matter if you have kids. People may use that excuse, well, I wish I could do that, but I have kids. I have known several people that have traveled the world with their kids. You can homeschool your kids. You can put yourself in a position to live a great life abroad. Whether your income is online, whether you're working in another country, you can do it. If that's your finish line, then you can get there. It's my intention for you to reach the finish line, and you can start by going to reachingthefinishline.com. And until next time, I hope you reach your finish line.